In this video, I will show you how to configure, add, and remove VLANs on Cisco switch. We will go through it step by step. I just factory reset the device, so no configuration is present except for the host name or device name. Now let's check the VLANs present or the default VLAN configuration. Let's go to privileged exec mode, then run the command show VLAN brief. This command will display all the VLANs configuration and also the interfaces assigned to each VLAN. We can see that only the VLAN 1 is present and all the interfaces are assigned to it by default. VLANs 1002 through 1005 are reserved by Cisco. They cannot be deleted or used for Ethernet. Now let's add some VLANs. Before you add VLANs, you should have already planned for the VLAN ID and the purpose of the VLANs. To add a VLAN, enter the command VLAN followed by the VLAN ID. In my case, the VLAN ID is 10. For the VLAN ID, you can use any number between 1 to 4094. You can create multiple VLANs if you want. You even add 1,000 VLANs, but some old devices have limitations. Now let's give it a name. For this demo, VLAN 10 would be for admin network, so we will give a name admin for our reference. It's always best practice to give some name or description for reference, not only for you, but even for the other administrators that will manage the device. We will add another VLAN following the same process. We will add VLAN 50. This VLAN is for guests, so we will give a name of guest. The next one is VLAN 99 for management, or MGMT for short. For this demo, we will create 4 VLANs. The last one would be VLAN 1000, and it would be for IT. We will enter the command show VLAN brief again to view the configured VLANs. We can see here the VLANs we just added. VLAN 10 for admin network. VLAN 50 for guest network. VLAN 99 for management network. And VLAN 1000 for IT network. Notice that all interfaces are still assigned to VLAN 1. All the new VLANs have no interface assigned to any of it because we need to specifically assign each interface to each VLAN. For this demo, we are going to assign ports 1 to 10 to admin network, or VLAN 10. Ports 11 to 20 will be assigned to guest network, or VLAN 50. Ports 21 and 22 would be for management network, or VLAN 99. For VLAN 1000 for IT network, we will modify it later. We have 2 methods to do it. First is we will assign per interface. Enter the command interface followed by the port ID. We can use the copy and paste feature for faster configuration. Next is we're going to choose this port operation mode, if this port is access port or trunk port. Access port connects to end devices like computers, printers, TV, camera, or IP phones. This handles untagged traffic for a single VLAN. On the other hand, trunk port carries traffic from multiple VLANs between switches or routers. In our case, we will choose access. Now we need to assign this port to which VLAN. Enter the command switch port access followed by the VLAN ID. Again, this port is for VLAN 10 or admin network. This means that any device we connect to this port will join the admin network or will be on VLAN 10. Let's check the VLAN settings again. We can see that VLAN 10 has now a member, which is port 1. Notice that port 1 has been removed from VLAN 1 because we already assigned to different VLAN. We still have several ports that we want to assign to VLAN 10, which are ports 2 to 10. We can use another method to do this. Enter the command interface range. We are going to put the range of interfaces starting from port 2. We can use question mark, and we have few available options. Use comma if you want to configure ports which are not in sequence. Use hyphen if we want to use the range of interfaces. In our case, the ports are in sequence, so we will use hyphen. If we use question mark again, then it will ask for the end of interface or port number, which in our case is port 10. Now we are configuring ports 2 until port 10 simultaneously. Since we used the command to set interface to access mode earlier, then we can simply use the up arrow to locate the previous command. Again, these ports will be on VLAN 10. For the interfaces, it's best practice also to add a description on it. Whether these ports are for admin PC, for printer, or any other device, you can use the range command or you can configure it individually. Next is we're going to assign ports 11 to 20 to guest VLAN or VLAN 50. we can do the same process. We can use the up arrow again and modify only the VLAN 50. Lastly, for ports 21 and 22, we can use the comma to configure it simultaneously. We can use the previous commands but modify the VLAN ID to 99, which is for management network. Again, we can put a description for this port range if we want. Let's run show VLAN brief to view the configured VLANs. Notice the changes on VLANs and interfaces. Ports 21 and 22 are now assigned to VLAN 99 or management network. Ports 11 to 20 are assigned to VLAN 50 or guest network. Ports 1 to 10 are assigned to VLAN 10 or admin network. VLAN 1 or default VLAN still have the remaining ports. For security purposes, it's best practice not to use VLAN 1. To remove a VLAN, enter the command no VLAN followed by the VLAN ID. If we try to remove VLAN 1, we will receive an error. Default VLAN 1 may not be deleted. For all the network devices, we cannot delete the default VLAN 1. The only way is to assign all the current ports to any of the other VLANs. Let's try to delete other VLAN, which is VLAN 1000. Same process. No VLAN followed by the VLAN ID. Let's check the VLAN settings again. You can see that VLAN 1000 is no longer present. It's already been deleted. Finally, we will check the running configuration. Let's check the interfaces. Start from port 1. It's assigned to VLAN 10 or admin network and an access port. We did not add any description on it. Unlike ports 2 to 10, which we add a description for admin PC. These ports are also access ports assigned to VLAN 10 or guest network. Ports 11 to 20, which are assigned to VLAN 50 or guest network, and also an access ports. We did not add any description on it. Ports 21 and 22, which are for management, assigned to VLAN 99 and also an access ports. For ports 23 to 28, we haven't modified anything on these interfaces, so you can see it's just the interfaces. Since we haven't did any changes on these interfaces, then these ports are still under VLAN 1, which is the default VLAN. I hope by now you know how to configure VLAN on Cisco switch. On the next video, we will configure trunk port and native VLAN. Well, I hope by now you know how to configure VLANs and port VLAN assignments. That's all for today's demonstration, and I really hope you like this video. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification bell for more amazing tutorials. Thank you and see you on the next video.